sì, bergamasca. Bassa Fiamenga, but with equal last three notes. And then we have this new invention by Frescobaldi. That sometimes it alterated to a even more strange and dissonant interval with B natural in the following. And the third one is this. So an accented formula. It's always nice to see how Frescobaldi combines these elements with a sense of liveliness and how to say, is a playful alternation of the three elements he chose. So one is very plain, da, 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 da. The other is very tortuous, da, 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 then chromatic, so legato, but it products very strange, interesting new harmonies. And the third one is the more lively. So even with our playing, we have to feel how he combines the things. Sometimes only two together gives a quite melancholic idea, as in the start. This minor six is something melancholic. Empty fifth, and then chromatic ascending and chromatic descending. And then comes dun, dun, and again. Imitation, so it go over longer with this accenti. So it performs something that has a little story, I think. The rhetorical aim in the Capricci is quite evident for me. And I would like that you realize how Frescobaldi really believes in this, how to say, the goal of his way of working with a contrapoint. It's not anymore the old way, but with this rich structure of different rhythms, different sections, he every time create a kind of affetto, a kind of rhetorical, a kind of story in poor words, but very effective. And in fact, Frescobaldi in the foreword says, with the study, if you study, if you practice long my music, you will recognize easily what I meant, what was the affetto. So at the time, even Trabacci started speaking in this way in the foreword of his books. If you study my music, you will not just play well, but you will recognize my intention. And so to play with intention, expressive intention, also the polyphonic music, Trabacci was mainly polyphonic, not just few toccatas, the rest is polyphony. The aim is the affetti of the music. Music is expressed affetti in this time. So never a cold intellectual approach to this music, but something that can underline, express the aim of Frescobaldi of creating affetti, contrasting affetti, but very lively anyway. Okay, try to put in evidence as much as you can these three themes And it's interesting that at the end there is a kind of repetition 3 times. There is 3 times. Here we see again Bassa Fiamenga, the first subject, twice. The third subject, again the theme. Again the same music, but with altered note in the bass and chromaticism. Again with the reversed position of the voices, but the themes are the same. I play slower, but just to make you. It's so nice how he likes this. It's very Monteverdi. It recalls. Careful with the harpsichord. It recalls the modern vocal music you have heard in duetti of Monteverdi, Caccini. But so it repeats again. The last. It's from there. He didn't. The Jack. Don't worry. Don't worry. Find it very nice, very meditative. Don't lose the entire line of the section. That's the only thing I suggest. Stop, just a moment. Sorry. But this section, I wanted to tell you that Frescobaldi, as more or less like Bach did at his time, was very open to know the good in everyone, as he said with his word, I will appreciate in everyone the good. And so I'm sure that he knew much as possible of the Neapolitan composers of his time and of the decades before him. In fact, you find this kind of style, so bars of 3 semi-breve and many crotchets around it with very long waves of 1/4 notes. You find in one of the canzonas by Trabaci, you find in the variations of as well Trabaci in the partita sopra Fedele, and as well in Maione you find some variations of partita with this quantity of the bar and very long lines. And Frescobaldi is later, 1624. So just to tell, this is a question of style, how he collects ideas, and of course he composes in his way. Then we have the ending section with 2 stops, yeah, because it's a very rhythmical theme at the end. Yes, from there. Very good, very good. I find it very convincing because you recognize the different character, different idea of the 2 control subjects he found for this last section. One is quite aggressive, like a battle, and the other one, very smooth circulations of notes. And there is a kind of competition between the 2. Frescobaldi starts with the new tone, of course around the theme of Bassa Fiamenga, with new idea. Then a second theme, much more round and with no fast note. He goes on imitating this new smooth idea. Quite long, the cadence. Again, the first idea. A little bit of the second, and then the pure theme imitated in stretto. Again, the first imitation. Again, the second, but with entrance of the theme on this augmented fourth, very high in the compass of the keyboard. Again, the second. Again, the first. Again, only the theme. The second idea, and again the first idea, which wins at the end. So it's a very lively, playful idea of combining subjects of different meaning, of different attitude. But your playing was totally convincing on putting focus this contrasts of idea. Good, thank you. Brava.